It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Falcons on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, his throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here on the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, Patterson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw is Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 72 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're going to look to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Frank Darby, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Sutton now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. Uses the stiff arm. And shutting him off. Now open field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down now. It's Patterson, and maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. They'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that one. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. You gotta be kidding me.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Gane is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Let's go!
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah Coulter, 41 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football,
baby, come on.
and it's picked up by the Steelers, and he takes it back to the house.
Woo!
A fumble recovery for a
Let's go,
Steelers
man.
score. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
First down, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go, baby.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready, Sack 25.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Your trip is heated.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Gay's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Harris, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Baby! Get him, boy! Get him!
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I'm letting you know right now.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check, check. 3 seconds.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the New York Giants. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
60 Bison. 18 Bison.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I can't hear you.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And that one complete to Darby. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We got it.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready, like 25. I'm trying to collect. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here's Ryan. He's got it to Fulgham. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. B.J. Hill breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, 20. Watch the screen.
Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Frank Darby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarters. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back into youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Back now here on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Pushes him over. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So he's blocking the ball.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
third down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's up into it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Falcons on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing again, Ryan.
He'll find Darby. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go. Let's do this sometime.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Ryan. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Baby. Make him play ball.
Alex Highsmith
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Ryan. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Check 93's a mic.
Here's Ryan. Oh, the quick slant. Here's Fulgham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Fulgham there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
We go. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, set.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Check. Hey, they scared.
Right there. 54, right there.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go, boys.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.